lights up on the interior of an office setting, though from the looks of it, some kind of bomb or explosion has gone off within it, or possibly in the areas surrounding the building. Things, for the most part, are in ruins and decay, save for two typewriters on two desks, each desk with one chair in front of it. There is an ominous silence for several moments as, soon, two men, both wearing wrinkled, disheveled suits, hardly come walking in. These are Mr. Jenkins and Mr. Selnick. Mr. Jenkins, despite the situation, is all business and has a carry-on look on his face, while Mr. Selnick seems hesitant, almost incredulous as to why the two men are there.
Morning, Selnick.
Morning, Jenkins.
9 a.m. Let's get to work, shall we?
Yes, sure.
The two men sit down in unison and they begin to type on their typewriters. Selnick is very slow, very measured, almost putting in no effort, while Jenkins types at a brisk pace. Selnick soon stops his typing and stares at Mr. Jenkins.
Selnick, I don't hear you typing. Come now, pick up the pace. There's work to be done.
Harold, a word, please.
Selnick, you know the rules. I'm your superior, man, and in this office, if you wish to speak to a superior, you must ask them, they are free, in a clear and loud voice. And if said superior is free, then they can indeed speak to you. Randall, come on now, don't gawk at me.
Mr. Jenkins, are you free?
I am, yes. What's the matter, Selnick?
Mr. Jenkins, Harold, if I may ask you just one question, please.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we here? What are we doing?
Getting philosophical on me then, Randall.
No, I mean literally. What in God's name are we doing here, Harold? The accounting firm we work for, it's gone, Harold.
Come now, Selnick. Nothing little paint and spackle and a can-do attitude can't fix.
Are you serious? Harold, for God's sakes, man, the nuclear bombs, the ones they dropped on London, they hit 3 weeks ago.
What of them, Selnick?
Harold, please be serious.
I am being serious.
Harold, what is there left for us to account for? Most of the people who worked here either died in the blast, succumbed to radiation sickness, or fled the city to get to safety.
Oh, stuff and nonsense. There's still others here in the office. Why, there's Judy, that lovely secretary that started a month ago.
Judy fled with her family as soon as the news stated bombs were making their way towards London.
Well, how about Sully then? Good old Sully. He runs the billing department. He's worked here for 30 years. Did you know that? Such a kind old chap.
Harold, Sully died of radiation sickness last week. He dropped dead right in this office. For God's sakes, we had to bury him in a makeshift grave that we dug. The poor man had no family left.
Oh, right. Nasty stuff, that radiation sickness is. Poor old Sully.
We're literally the only two men left in this office, Harold. For goodness sakes, we're not even getting paid anymore. The banks have all collapsed in England. They've collapsed everywhere in the world. Money is essentially useless.
Useless, eh? Tell me, boy, is that money so useless when you have to pay for your mortgage, or for food, or to go out to see a show in the West End?
What mortgages? What shows? What food? Harold, life as we know it is over with. If we all survive the nuclear winter and manage to claw back from this, we'll need to start over. Start completely over.
Spelling, enough of this talk. I don't want to hear any more nonsense. And come now. What did our ancestors teach us during the Blitz in World War II, eh? Stiff upper lip, chin up, that sort of thing. Instead of wallowing in misery, we have to look at the positives.
Positives. For heaven's bloody sakes, man, the only positive here is we didn't die in the blast. Even that is lessened with this bloody radiation in the air. It's lucky we haven't died from that poisoning yet.
Well, if we haven't, that should count for something, shouldn't it?
So.
My point exactly. Now, this discussion is over. Let's get back to work and balance these books in time for the quarter to end.
Harold.
The subject is closed, Randall.
Harold, listen to reason, please.
The subject is closed.
With that, Jenkins goes back to typing, zoning out into his work as he does. Selnick, meanwhile, slowly stands up and shakes his head, then begins to gather the few meager items he can salvage.
Selnick, you've left your post. This is grounds for me to write you up.
Harold, I'm getting out of here.
Not until 5 o'clock, you're not. You heard what Mr. Babcock, the head of this company, said. No matter what happens, it will be business as usual. Ladies and gentlemen, treat it as a normal workday.
Babcock died in the blast, you bloody fool. Harold, I heard on the transistor radio that a U.S. airship is coming to rescue people who can't get out of London. My wife Deidre and I are going to travel to the pickup location tonight.
You mean to say you're just going just abandon your job with no notice? Sully, this is outrageous. I mean, it's insubordination. No. You're leaving me no choice. I'm simply going to have to terminate you.
Fire me?
Yes. As the most senior member of this staff left, in my position of authority, I'm well within my rights to do it. Now, if you sit down this very instant and apologize, I'll let this slide. With a warning, but so help me, if you keep this up, I'll...
Fine. Fire me then. I'll fill out the termination papers myself, but I'm leaving the city with my wife tonight.
Well, I'll make sure to note this behavior here in my report.
And give it to whom? Harold, I'm begging you, man. Come with Deidre and I. You and Monica, your wife, we'll all go together.
No.
Harold, please.
I want to stay here. I need to get this work done. I was promised a promotion if the figures are up this quarter.
Harold, there's no promotion for you. It's gone.
What? Did they lie to me?
Harold, please. We've been friends for over 20 years. I can't watch you descend into madness like this. Just get to Monica and tell her to pack whatever she can carry. Both of you. Meet Deidre and I by our house. We know a safe way to get to this rescue location.
I can't. I won't.
We'll make room for the two of you. I
won't. I won't.
Damn it, man. This is your safety at stake. Your wife's safety. What in God's name do you want to stay in this forsaken place? Why?
Monica is dead. Dead.
Jenkins sinks to his knees, puts his hands to his face, and openly sobs. Selnick, meanwhile, is stunned. He puts a hand to his mouth, then lets it drop. He soon slowly approaches Jenkins and kneels down to him.
Monica? Dead? My God, Harold. Harold, I'm so sorry. When did it happen?
2 nights ago. Radiation sickness. She passed quietly. She's gone, Randall. She's just gone forever.
Oh, God. Harold.
She was my world, Randall. We were married for 35 years. Now, just like that, she's gone.
Harold, you should have told me.
I didn't want to be a bother. I mean, what's to become of me? My children are gone in America. Monica has died. I have nothing left. I have no one left.
You have me, dear friend. Deidre and I, we're here for you. We'll always be here for you, man.
Thank you. Thank you, my friend.
Harold, so come now, it's time to go, okay? Let's just clock out and go. We'll get to Deidre. We'll get to the rescue point. Does that sound like a good idea?
It does sound like a good idea.
Okay,
Mr. Selnick gently helps Jenkins to his feet.
come on, old bean. Easy does it now. Remember, chin up, stiff upper lip. We'll be all right. It'll be all right. There's a good man, Harold.
Should we lock up behind us then?
I think the building will be safe, Harold. Trust me.
Jenkins nods, and the two men slowly and gently walk off as we fade to black and the scene comes to a close.